The Mike Wagner Show is powered by Sonic Web Studios. If you're looking to start or upgrade your online presence, visit www.sonicwebstudios.com for all of your online needs. Sonic Web Studios specializes in custom web design, app development, social networking, search engine optimization, domain registration, email marketing, online stores, and more. Since our birth, we have been designing and developing immaculate websites and providing web solutions which are a cut above the rest. As a leading web designing enterprise, we have a team of extremely talented web designers who are well-focused and have the experience of working on multiple web developing platforms such as PHP, Magento, custom WordPress, and more. Sonic Web Studios has been helping businesses of all kinds, whether big, small, established, or startup, impress their audiences with exemplary web solutions. We don't just create beautiful and functional websites. We give you a complete online solution with the main goal of enhancing your yearly revenues. We aim to give your business the online exposure and brand acknowledgement that will help you in achieving increased conversions leading to profitable sales. Call 1-800-303-3960 or visit us online at www.sonicwebstudios.com to get started today. Mention the Mike Wagner Show and get 20% off your project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level.
Hey everybody, it's Mike from The Mike Wagner Show. It's time to give a shout out to our official sponsor of The Mike Wagner Show, international award-winning author Mian Mohsen Zia. If you love fast-paced mysteries, then you'll love Missing by Mian Mohsen Zia. Available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing is fast-paced and intriguing with an unforgettable twist. It takes place in 4 countries with 2 strangers and 1 target where truth is an illusion and those you love will be the first to go missing. It's available in paperback and ebook on Amazon. Missing by Mian Mohsen Zia has garnered great reviews and is even loved by Hollywood celebrities, including Joanna Cassidy, Forbes Riley, and many others. So grab your copy today. Order Missing by Mian Mohsen Zia, now available at Amazon.
It's now time for the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. The Mike Wagner Show can be heard on Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, YouTube, iTunes, Anchor FM, Radio Public, and the MikeWagnerShow.com. Mike brings you great guests and interesting people from all across the globe. So sit back, relax, and enjoy another great episode of the Mike Wagner Show.
Hey everybody, it's Mike from the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Looking at a professional website without breaking your budget? Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today, 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show, get 20% off your first project. Sonic Web Studios, take your image to the next level. Also, time to give a shout out to our official sponsor of the Mike Wagner Show, international war-winning author Mian Mohsen Zia. If you love fast-paced mysteries, you love Missing by Mian Mohsen Zia, available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing is fast-paced and intriguing with an unforgettable twist. Takes place in 4 countries, 2 strangers, and 1 target, where truth is an illusion and those you love be the first to go missing. It's available on paperback and ebook on Amazon. Missing by Mian Mohsen Zia has garnered great reviews and even loved and endorsed by Hollywood celebrities, including Joanna Cassidy, Forbes Riley, and many others. So grab your copy today before it goes missing by Mian Mohsen Zia, available on Amazon. Also, The Mike Wagner Show can be heard on the MikeWagnerShow.com. You can check our Facebook page at Facebook.com/The Mike Wagner Show. You can download and listen on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also on Anchor FM, iTunes, Google Play, Amazon, Audible, and Apple. Coming soon to Podbean, Buzzsprout, Pandora, and TuneIn. Heard worldwide on Geo 7, Radio Public, Himalaya, and more. Take the Mike Wagner Show with you on any mobile device. Subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel and follow the Mike Wagner Show on Instagram and Twitter today. And support the Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com. You can also support us on Anchor FM and PayPal. For great gift ideas, go to Amazon.com/The Mike Wagner Show. And for more great gift ideas, including books by Mian Mohsen Zia, pop sockets, hoodies, t-shirts, and more, go to Amazon.com/Mian Mohsen Zia and order today. We're here with a terrific singer, songwriter, producer out of the California area who opened up for Belinda Carlisle in the U.S. and U.K. in the 2014 through 2017 tours. He was voted by Music Connection magazine as one of LA's Hot 100 artists. He's also produced and written for Belinda Carlisle, New Kids on the Block, The Go-Go's, James Brown, Joey McIntyre, and more. He also has one of his albums out called It's Obvious, which has won rave reviews. And his debut, This Is About You, did strong reviews. And one of them used it for the 2008 Olympics. And he's also got a new album out called God Bless the Queen. So we'll be playing a couple of his tunes. And live, ladies and gentlemen, from the Plus Studios somewhere in beautiful sunny California, the very, very multi-talented singer, songwriter, and very multi-talented from Spectra Records, Gabe Lopez. Gabe, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thanks for joining us today.
How's it going, Mike? Good to talk to you.
What's great to talk to you as well, too. I mean, you've got a fantastic resume out there. You opened for Belinda Carlisle in the U.S. and U.K. from 2014 to 2017. You produced and written for Belinda, also the Go-Go's, New Kids on the Block, James Brown, Joy McIntyre, and a lot more. You were voted by Music Connection magazine as one of LA's Hot 100 artists. And, of course, you also got a few albums out to rave reviews, and you also got a new album out called God Bless the Queens. We'll talk about that. And before we get into all that, tell us how it first got started, Gabe.
Oh my gosh. So I feel like it's been such a long journey. I mean, I loved music ever since, I was born. I feel like I've never known, there was never a time when I didn't know who the Beatles were. I've always known, Paul McCartney's voice and John Lennon's voice. So I've always been a music lover. And then when I was like 7, I went into the toy store with my dad, and we were going because he was going to buy us a model airplane, which really meant, for him, a model airplane. Mm-hmm. And I saw this kid playing a keyboard, and it was like this tiny keyboard. And I said, "Oh my gosh, Dad, that's what I want." And it was like $10, and I had to talk him into it. He said, "You're not going to play that. It's going to live under your bed after a week." And I said, "No, Dad, I'll learn to play it. Like, just please get it for me." So he bought it. Thank goodness. It's $10 keyboard, and I taught myself how to play it, and here we are.
Oh my goodness! And that was a heck of an investment. I got to say that.
Yeah. Thanks, Dad. $10. All right.
Right. Yes, and we love you too for $10, and it's well worth it. So,
thank you.
And of course, along your musical journey as well too. What was that one precise moment that simply influenced you into what you're doing?
I mean, I feel like, I played that keyboard, and I think in second grade, like, we had to play a song in front of the school. So I played, I think it was Silent Night. And I don't know, the applause was nice and people reacted to it. So I was like, yeah, maybe I'll just keep doing this. I just know it's always been something I wanted to do, and it just felt natural. Like, it's how I see the world. I communicate with the world. So that's why it just works for me, I guess.
Mm-hmm. And you're also self-taught as well too, which is amazing. And who are some of your favorite artists, singers, and musicians growing up?
Well, the Beatles have always been my favorite. There's just something that feels like home with them. And their melodies and lyrics are just incredible. Their chord progression. So Beatles, I love. Stevie Wonder, Sheryl Crow, Elton John, the Go-Go's, and Belinda. Belinda's always influenced me. And then, it runs the gamut. There's a lot of jazz artists and opera. I like artists in every genre. That's
interesting. You mentioned Belinda Carlisle a lot in your website and, some of the releases and everything. How'd you first get started with Belinda Carlisle?
With Belinda?
Yes.
It's actually pretty funny. So I got this message on Facebook from this kid. He was in the south of France. Mm-hmm. And he said, "Hey, I really love your music. I'm going to be moving to LA, and I just want to let you know I'm a big fan." And he went on. I thought it was amazing. Every time somebody appreciates my music, it means so much to me. So I wrote him back, and I said, "Hey, thank you so much. It means so much to me. Happy move to LA." And then he said that his mom did music. So, I thought, well, in France, she's like a cabaret singer or something. Uh-huh. And then he said, "Well, yeah, she's in this group. You might know her. Her name's Belinda Carlisle." And I thought it was somebody messing with me because I am a huge Belinda and Go-Go's fan. I have every single album they've ever done. And so I was like going through this Facebook page, like, who is his friend? Who's this person messing with me? And it turned out to be true. It was her son, Duke. And I said, "Well, hey, I'm, actually a big fan of your mom's. I'd love to pass you some songs for her." And so, I passed him some songs, and she loved one of them. And that just started our musical relationship.
Wow, that is amazing. And this is from your friend who you networked on Facebook, also through music?
Yeah. How weird is that?
Wow, that is something. I've never heard of that before.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, and I remember
so random.
And I remember listening to the Go-Go's as well too, and watch them in Chicago. And of course, the way they put things together, oh my God, they're amazing, and they still have it.
Oh, that's awesome.
That is so amazing. And not only do you work for Belinda Carlisle, you also open up for Belinda Carlisle in the U.S. and U.K., and maybe you can just touch on some of the tours and tell us more about him.
It's been so. I actually love touring. I have to say, she's one of the most supportive and generous people I've met. It's just like so easy to work with, just a dream. So I've produced a lot of her, actually most of her studio stuff since 2013, since that first song. And then at one point, she was like, "Hey, do you want to go on tour and open for me?" I'm like, "Heck yeah, of course." So she, they brought me to the UK to do that tour, which was a blast. I really love touring. And so we did the UK tour, and then a US tour, and then another UK tour, and then some more US stuff, and then another UK tour. And then, of course, COVID happened, so we haven't done much of that. But we're supposed to do some more stuff the top of next year.
That's so amazing, too. And you also produced and written for some other well-known groups. You got voted by Music Connection magazine as one of LA's Hot 100 artists. We'll talk about those, and we'll talk about your latest releases and more. But first, listen to The Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Looking at a professional website without breaking your budget? Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today, 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show. Get 20% off your first project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level. Also, time to give a shout-out to our official sponsor of the Mike Wagner Show, international war-ring author Mia Mosensia. If you love fast-paced mysteries, you love Missing by Mia Mosensia, available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing is fast-paced and intriguing with an unforgettable twist. Takes place in 4 countries, 2 strangers, and 1 target, where truth is an illusion and those you love be the first to go missing. It's available on paperback and ebook on Amazon. Missing by Mia Mosensia has garnered great reviews and even loved and endorsed by Hollywood celebrities, including Joanna Cassidy, Forbes Riley, and many others. So grab your copy today before it goes missing by Mia Mosensia, available on Amazon. Also, The Mike Wagner Show can be heard on themikewagnershow.com. You can check our Facebook page at facebook.com/The Mike Wagner Show. You can download and listen on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also on Anchor FM, iTunes, Google Play, Amazon, Audible, and Apple. Coming soon to Podbean, Buzzsprout, Pandora, and TuneIn. Heard worldwide on Geo 7, Radio Public, Himalaya, and more. Take The Mike Wagner Show with you on any mobile device. Subscribe to The Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel. And follow The Mike Wagner Show on Instagram and Twitter today. And don't forget to support The Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com. Also support us on PayPal and Anchor FM/support. And for great gift ideas, go to Amazon.com/The Mike Wagner Show. And for more great gift ideas, including pop sockets, hoodies, t-shirts, and more, go to Amazon.com/Mia Mosensia and order today. We're here with award-winning and multi-talented singer-songwriter Gabe Lopez out of the L.A. area here on the Mike Wagner Show. And you produced and written for Belinda Carlisle. We talked about that. You also did work for New Kids on the Block, James Brown, Joey McIntyre, and more. You can tell us about some of those guys and also tell us about some of the other great people you worked with.
It's just cracks me up, the list of credits. I always forget. People ask me what I've done. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know what I did last week. You're New Kids. Is that what you're asking about? New Kids on the Block?
Yes.
Yeah. They're super rad. I mean, they've been together forever, and they're just like a band of brothers. They're just super tight. They come into the studio and they just play off one another. They're hilarious. And I worked on first I worked on Joey's EP in 2009. I was brought on as a co-producer and songwriter, and the chemistry in that studio was great. We had Drew Ryan Scott and Brent Paschke, who's Pharrell's guitarist. So we worked on Joey's EP. Joey loved what we did, and he brought us on to the New Kids on the Block album. This was, I think it was the 2013 album, and I did 4 songs on that. And then I've done a couple of songs with them, since, and some shows with Joey. So that's, I don't know, their fan base they have this really passionate fan base that is always supportive. So they've really kind of helped me out as well, listening to my music.
Mm-hmm. And of course, you also open up for James Brown as well, too, and Joey McIntyre. And what's it like, doing work with James Brown?
That was very interesting. So at the time, he had a manager who, he was trying to get me to write for a couple of his Russian artists, which I was totally, I submitted, but I saw that he managed James Brown. So I said, hey, I'm happy to do these other songs, but I see you manage James Brown. I would love to write some songs for him. And he said, oh, you can try, but he hates everything. So I said,
by living in
the okay, well,
but I saw them say, "Ow, I feel good."
Yeah. Yeah. What about that? Yeah. So I said, okay, well, I mean, I'll take every shot. So I sent a few songs, and lo and behold, James Brown liked 2 of them. So it was really cool. There was a press release about that from the company, and there was a really nice quote that James Brown said about me, and I will always cherish that. So he recorded his vocals. I think he was in New York at the time. I was out here in LA, and I was getting ready for his next album, and then he died on Christmas Day that year.
Oh, wow.
So,
I remember that.
And then from there, he had a wife and a mistress and all these people trying to, claim his estate. So that album still has not come out. But I, and it may never, but I still feel like, okay, I at least got the job and got the quote,
Now, my question is, since the James Brown album was unfinished, and I'm glad you brought that up, is there a legal battle going on whether the album is to be released or not?
It's his whole estate that there was a legal battle. I mean, it was, this house and that house and this album, and everything was just tied up. So from what I understand, everything is still, in red tape limbo.
Okay. So in other words, everything is put on hold at this point.
Yeah.
Okay, we just want to double check. We want to make sure that nothing bad happens or anything. But if it does come out, I'm definitely looking forward to it, especially with James Brown's last release. And I'm sure he's up in rock and roll heaven right now, and he says, "I feel good."
Right. I'm sure he's touring up there. That's what he loved to do.
Oh yeah, and of course, I remember him back in the day too with with "I Feel Good," and of course he had "Cold Sweat" and "Papa's Got a Brand New Bag." What really solidified James Brown for me was when he did "Living in America." I think was it Rocky 3 or Rocky 4 when he was fighting the Russian. I think it was was it 3 or I think it was 4. I think. Am I right?
I think it was 4. Yeah.
It was 4. Yeah. And I think that solidified where he was still struggling trying to get that number 1. And oh God, he was so close. Hit number 2 on quite a few songs. I thought this for sure is going to be number 1. And I think it hit like number 3, and that was it.
Oh,
I know.
I mean, I did love Weird Al's, Living with a Hernia. So I have to say,
I think everybody does when it comes to Weird Al as well too. And of course, he also produced some others as well too. But let's get to some of your music. You did California Blues with Belinda Carlisle, and you also have your own album. It's called It's Obvious, It's Obvious, and you also have another one. This is about you to strong reviews, and used one of them for the 2008 Olympics. And tell us about some of those previous works, including the Olympic one.
That was super cool. I remember they used Sunday Summertime for the Olympics, and I was like, oh, cool. They use it in a montage of winners. So I felt, I didn't get a gold medal, but I at least felt like a little bit of a winner.
Well, that one was gold for sure. I'll tell you that. So
cool. Thanks.
and of course, you also released It's Obvious, It's Obvious, and you also released a road show out on the UK, and tell us about a couple of those, and also some of the songs you like to highlight before we get to your latest release, God Bless the Queens.
Awesome. Road show was fun to do. I mean, that was the live touring, show, EP. So that was, the support that got was really cool.
Mm-hmm. And also, you also had some of those as well, too. Let's talk about God Bless the Queens very briefly, and, tell us about that.
About which one?
God Bless the Queens. That's the album.
Oh, yeah, the new one. Yeah, so the most recent album is God Bless the Queens. Spectra Music has been so great as a record label to, show support for that and get it out to radio and promo. And so the album features California Blues, which Belinda was amazing. She came in and sang backup on, and that just meant the world to me. Mm-hmm. And then it has my single Lasso, which has a great music video that's done well, and Vivian and Valerie, which also has a video, and that just got 6 different awards for film festivals.
Oh, wow.
So that's been during pandemic I at least was able to still have some traction. So yeah, God Bless the Queens is the latest album, and it's pop rock, a little bit of dance in there, and all honesty, and I just gave what I could.
Mm-hmm. You also have Karma Kamikaze as well too, and we'll play that at the end of the interview before we wrap up. And tell us about that song, Karma Kamikaze.
Yeah. So I was just thinking about, what if I did a song about karma and like, I've lived all these other lives and I just can't get it right. So I keep coming back as these horrible people and then, dying off and then coming back. So, and I guess the song itself is someone who's, a self-saboteur and is just kind of always ruining it. So then this person has to keep coming back and living life again. And then I thought, well, let's just do that over a funky song. So that's how that song was born.
Mm-hmm. And also, too, let's spin back to some of your other releases like Hush Your Mind, Because You Like Boys, Butch Cassidy, Red Light, and more. And, tell us briefly about some of those songs.
Let's see. Because You Like Boys was a cool, like, funky dance song. I don't know. I seem to like those funky dance songs. Anything that has a groove I love. Maybe that comes from loving Stevie Wonder and James Brown and Michael Jackson. Butch Cassidy, I'm a huge fan of that movie, Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. So
oh, yeah, it's a classic.
Anytime I can be inspired by a movie, I'm all for it. So that album, that also has a lot of rock and funk. I just try and, be honest about where I am, in my life and musically. And that seems to kind of seep into the vocals and the production of the songs. I'm keyboard based first, and then I dabble in guitar, I say. So I just see what comes out.
Mm-hmm. That sounds amazing. And what do you mainly base your lyrics on?
Say it again.
What do you base your lyrics on?
Oh, usually the lyrics are either my story or somebody else's story, or a hodgepodge of both. And then, of course, got to turn up the drama a little bit. So sometimes I, exaggerate. But that runs the gamut too. Just I like to, poke people's, sensibilities of what's cool and what's not. Yeah, I always thought I'm not cool. That's just my stance. I don't feel cool, so I just do the music that I can and hope that I inspire people to think a little bit more.
Mm-hmm. And I think that's very amazing as well, too. We're going to play Lasso from God Bless the Queens in just a minute. You listen to The Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Also brought to you by our official sponsor of The Mike Wagner Show, international award-winning author Mia Mosensia of Missing, available on Amazon paperback and ebook. We'll be back with Gabe Lopez with Lasso from God Bless the Queens after this timeout.
The Mike Wagner Show is powered by Sonic Web Studios. If you're looking to start or upgrade your online presence, visit www.sonicwebstudios.com for all of your online needs. Call 1-800-303-3960 or visit us online at www.sonicwebstudios.com to get started today. Mention The Mike Wagner Show and get 20% off your project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level.
Hey everybody, my name is Forbes Riley, and I'm an American actress and a TV host. And I was delighted when I got my copy of Missing, which is Extraordinary Relation of Ordinary People based on a real-life relationship. It's well written. It's amazing. It talks about a man who has lost his wife and his daughter, and it's very well done. I'm going to highly recommend that you go get your copy of Missing. It is a powerful, exciting read. Mr. Mian Moshazia. He is the author of Missing. And I want to give a big shout out and a kiss all the way halfway around the world to my dear friend. Check him out at Mia's website. It's called www.miamoshenzea.com. Missing, available on Amazon. Again, I'm Forbes Riley, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.
Hey everybody, it's Mike from The Mike Wagner Show. The Mike Wagner Show can be heard on over 30 podcast platforms, including Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Anchor FM, iTunes, Google Play, Amazon, Audible, Apple, and more. Coming soon to Podbean, Buzzsprout, Pandora, and TuneIn, where The Mike Wagner Show interviews great guests, cool conversation, lots of laughs, coffee, and more. Take The Mike Wagner Show with you on any mobile device. Subscribe to The Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel, and follow The Mike Wagner Show on Instagram and Twitter today.
Hey, this is Ray Powers. And if there's one thing you can count on in these unpredictable times, it's that you're in good hands getting some great radio, courtesy of The Mike Wagner Show.
We're back with singer-songwriter, very multi-talented, and award-winning and influential producer Gabe Lopez here on The Mike Wagner Show. Right now, here is a song from God Bless the Queens from Spectra Records. Here's Lasso from Gabe Lopez on The Mike Wagner Show.
Baby, my wrists are cut, I'm bleeding, and you're tightening your rope. My mouth is dry, I'm suffocating. Guess it's all loving you goes. You knocked me right out of the saddle, where the desert sun sets, and loving you was such a battle. But I'm not giving up yet. Even the news couldn't tear me away from you. Baby, it's no use, I'm loving you till I'm black and blue. That's right, I said it, loving you till I'm black and blue. Black and blue. You got your lasso right around my neck, right above my heart that's barely beating for you. I'm barely breathing out too. So what you gonna do with your lasso? You got your lasso right around my neck, right above my heart that's barely beating for you. I'm barely breathing out too. So what you gonna do with your lasso? Baby, my blood and sweat are dancing. See how they're making you glow. It's all because you're so entrancing. This love won't let me go, let me go. Even the news couldn't tear me away from you. Baby, it's no use, I'm loving you till I'm black and blue. That's right, I said it, loving you till I'm black and blue. Black and blue. You got your lasso right around my neck, right above my heart that's barely beating for you. I'm barely breathing out too. So what you gonna do with your lasso? You got your lasso right around my neck, right above my heart that's barely beating for you. I'm barely breathing out too. So what you gonna do with your lasso? See the way I won't walk away, see the way I stare at your face. Doesn't matter what you try to do, I'll be in love with you till my dying day, yeah. Say the meanest things I ever heard, smiling as I listen to your words. 'Cause my heart is stuck to you, yeah, I'm stuck with you no matter what you do, yeah.
Never learn from rope burn.
You got your lasso right around my neck, right above my heart that's barely beating for you. I'm barely breathing out too. So what you gonna do with your lasso? You got your lasso right around my neck, right above my heart that's barely beating for you. I'm barely breathing out too. So what you gonna do with your lasso?
Great song by Gabe Lopez.
Thank
That was Lasso here on the Mike Wagner Show. Tell us more about that great song and what inspired you to write it, Gabe.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. So it's another song with some rock vibes in there. I thought, I knew that the Wonder Woman movie was going to be coming out. This is the first one. And so I thought, I'm a big fan of Wonder Woman. What can I use? Oh, Lasso. So then I thought, okay, let's write a song, Lasso. What am I going to write about? So then I thought, okay, well, maybe, relationship, which is a lot of songs are about that. So what's a lasso, a relationship? I thought, okay, maybe it's a tug of war type thing. You feel tied up. So I just thought of, what different euphemisms, different scenarios with the lasso, and just kind of injected that all into this, pop rock song.
Oh, my goodness. I can imagine now. Yeehaw!
Yeah. I don't know if I threw in a yeehaw, but you know what? I should have. I wish I would have known you then. I would have done that.
Well, you know what? There's always Lasso 2 or a follow-up to Lasso. I'm getting lassoed. Yeah. The remix. That's right.
Yeah.
And, of course, I can hear Frankie Lay in the background. Rolling,
Yes.
rolling, rawhide.
Perfect.
Everybody can sing along rawhide.
Right? That's the remix. I think that's what we need.
Yes, keep it coming, rawhide, and throw Belinda Carlisle, and she can sing this song.
She can do the rawhide part.
Round them up, get them up, rawhide. Well, we can go further about that, but... and where can we find your song Lasso at, and also God Bless the Queens?
Yeah, you can find them on iTunes and Spotify, Amazon Music. You can just go to my website too, GabeLopez.com. And, I'm on Instagram at Gabe Lopez. I have a bunch of links on there. So if you search for me, you will find me.
And it's obvious. We will certainly do so. Once again, we're with singer, songwriter, multi-talented producer Gabe Lopez here on the Mike Wagner Show with God Bless the Queens, and we'll be playing Karma Kamikaze after this interview. Stay tuned for that. Looking forward to having you on back again soon, Gabe. Just keep us up to date and a few more things here. We know you're very busy, but we always love having you on. And what can you expect from you in 2021 and beyond, Gabe?
Thank you so much. I'm always down to come back. Always, always, always. And, thankful that this year is starting to chug along. I have projects in the studio, working with Belinda on her new album, working with Joy McIntyre on some stuff, and doing some scoring for RuPaul's Drag Race, and a lot of K-pop. I do a lot of K-pop hits, which is cool. So that's kind of what the rest of my year is looking like.
That sounds like it, too. And who do you consider biggest influence in your career?
Say it again?
Who do you consider biggest influence in your career?
Oh my gosh. I would say, non-musically, I guess musically too. My parents have, always supported me. My mom, my dad, my stepmom, and my brothers have always supported me. So I always feel like they've been like the biggest influence because I always have that rock to lean on. And then musically, Belinda, I listened to growing up. There was nobody I listened to more growing up besides the Beatles and Belinda. So I would say Beatles, Belinda, Stevie Wonder, really kind of influenced, the shape of my music.
That is amazing, Gabe. That's very amazing. And what's the best advice you can give to anybody at this point?
Say it again.
What's the best advice you can give to anybody at this point?
Oh, I would say, here's one that my mom gave me. You're going to hear no a lot when it comes to business, and every no you hear is just closer to that yes. And I think that's true in musical opportunities and other businesses as well. So, it's okay to get frustrated, but you still got to chug on. So every no you hear is just closer to that yes.
I've heard that expression before, and that is very true. Very good advice, Gabe. Once again, we're with singer, songwriter, multi-talented producer Gabe Lopez here on the Mike Wagner Show, courtesy of Spectra Records. Gabe, a very big thank you for your time. You've been absolutely fantastic. Looking forward to having you again soon. And before we go here, just keep us up to date and tell us about your upcoming projects. What's your website? How do people contact you? Where can people purchase or listen to your music?
Thanks so much, Mike. Again, thank you so much for having me on. Check out my latest single called End of the Lost Summer. And you can find me on my website, GabeLopez.com, on Instagram at Gabe Lopez, on Twitter at Gabe Lopez Songs. And, find me on Facebook and Tinder if you want.
We certainly will do so. Once again, Gabe, a very big thank you for your time. You've been absolutely terrific. Looking forward to having you again soon. Do us a favor, keep us up to date. Love you back on in 2021 and beyond. Don't forget to keep in touch, and don't forget to bring Belinda this time.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Mike.
Casanova Desperado, stole some golden El Dorado. I've been old, I've been young, I know the taste on my tongue. So when you let me know I'm being left alone. Come on, country, I come back just to the beat. Back from another life, I didn't get it right. Come on, country, there's no one to see. Watch how I twist and turn, I'm gonna crash and burn. Be a lady, Cleopatra, Napoleon and Jack the Ripper. I've been rich, I've been poor, yeah, I've been here all before. So when you let me know I'm paying what I owe. Come on, country, I come back just to the beat. Back from another life, I didn't get it right. Come on, country, there's no one to see. Watch how I twist and turn, I'm gonna crash and burn. Come on, country, I drop a blood on my hands. Come on, country, I must have done something bad. Dirty bandit, silly villain, made a living, made a killing. I've been bad, I've been worse. For me that hurts is a curse. 'Cause when it happens, it just means I'm coming back. Come on, country, I come back just to the beat. Back from another life, I didn't get it right. Come on, country, there's no one to see. Watch how I twist and turn, I'm gonna crash and burn.
everybody. My name is Forbes Riley, and I'm an American actress and a TV host. And I was delighted when I got my copy of Missing, which is Extraordinary Relation of Ordinary People based on a real-life relationship. It's well written. It's amazing. You know, it talks about a man who has lost his wife and his daughter, and it's very well done. I'm going to highly recommend that you go get your copy of Missing. It is a powerful, exciting read. Mr. Mian Moshe Zia. He is the author of Missing. And I want to give a big shout out and a kiss all the way halfway around the world to my dear friend. Check him out at Mia's website. It's called www.miamoshenzea.com. Missing, available on Amazon. Again, I'm Forbes Riley, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.
The Mike Wagner Show is powered by Sonic Web Studios. If you're looking to start or upgrade your online presence, visit www.sonicwebstudios.com for all of your online needs. Sonic Web Studios specializes in custom web design, app development, social networking, search engine optimization, domain registration, email marketing, online stores, and more. Since our birth, we have been designing and developing immaculate websites and providing web solutions which are a cut above the rest. As a leading web designing enterprise, we have a team of extremely talented web designers who are well-focused and have the experience of working on multiple web developing platforms such as PHP, Magento, Custom WordPress, and more. Sonic Web Studios has been helping businesses of all kinds, whether big, small, established, or startup, impress their audiences with exemplary web solutions. We don't just create beautiful and functional websites. We give you a complete online solution with the main goal of enhancing your yearly revenues. We aim to give your business the online exposure and brand acknowledgement that will help you in achieving increased conversions leading to profitable sales. Call 1-800-303-3960 or visit us online at www.sonicwebstudios.com to get started today. Mention the Mike Wagner Show and get 20% off your project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level.
Thanks for listening to The Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. The Mike Wagner Show can be heard on Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, iTunes, YouTube, Anchor FM, Radio Public, and themikewagnershow.com. Please support our program with your donations at themikewagnershow.com. Join us again next time for another great episode of The Mike Wagner Show.